Okay, now I have decided I'm going to take some thinned burnt umber, and you want to thin it to about ink consistency because you want to work with a liner brush. This is my trusty old 10-aught liner that looks so bad, but I did buy a new one. It's this brush here, and it says 10-aught. I thought I got it at Hobby Lobby, but I may not have, so I'm not really sure where it came from. But anyway, I have it, but I don't even think I've used it yet because I still keep grabbing this one. But what we're going to do is make a little faux tree limb that's going to hang down over the top of our fairy house with the fairy door. And that way it kind of, if you were doing one of those real fairy doors in nature, you kind of do it where the top of the house may be a little camouflaged or something. So anyway, when that dries, that will get some greenery on top of it. But that one's still wet. So I'm going to take this brush and a mixture of green and yellow paint on the brush. And I just dab on kind of a foliagey effect to be the leaves across the top of the little fairy house. And it's going to cover a lot of your limb that you just painted, but that's okay. You mostly want that there for just the visual effect anyway. And then when you're done with it, you're still going to be able to see some of that through it. And I think that's about as much as I'll put on that particular one. And then once I'm ready to add my little flowers and stuff, it will get the little squashed on flowers as well. I got the limb ready on the top of this one. And my colors were a little bolder, but I kind of like the way they started out. So sometimes happy accidents are what we want. Oh yeah, I like having that little extra yellow in there. Especially with this reddish color I did. This particular one is, I think it was called Red Oxide, and I mixed a little bit of white in with it, and I really like the little stucco background effect I got from it. So I like the way that one turned out. Okay, let's see what we can do with this one, because our little limb should be dry enough that we can start adding some foliage. And I lost some of my yellow there. I like that little bit of extra yellow, especially for the top of the house. It just helps add a little more dimension and interest for our little tree limb. And, oh yeah, I like that one. Okay, I'll let all of this paint dry and then come back and do the little flowers.